Jack, do you have a favorite sport to cap or just favorite sport to watch either?
Sport to cap. Sport to cap is probably college basketball. I think there's so much value in those lines, especially. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get it this year, but like, I mean, you guys probably know non-conference play, like beginning of the season. There's a lot of good lines you can get. But college basketball's favorite to cap, favorite to watch, obviously soccer.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, I'm a sports guy. Like, I'll watch anything that's on TV.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I know, Corby, you said a while back that your favorite sport to cap is MLB. I'm do either of you guys cap NBA? Because I know, Corby, you're not a fan of it because it's just like star driven and it's very hard.
Yeah.
I would love to hear both of your opinions, but I would also, just love to look online more and see some like, big name handicappers, like what's their favorite stuff to do. Because I know, Corby, you're pretty, I'm not going to say anti, that's not the right word, but you don't focus on NFL or NBA. So
Oh, no, that's a pretty good word. So actually, one second, let me read a text to you. So one of my friends texted me earlier. He said, Bears or Vikings? I said, advice. No, he said, give me a little advice, some insider advice on what to take, Bears versus Vikings. I said, advice, don't bet on the NFL. He said, why not? I said, especially on Sunday night or Monday night football. Like,
handles are insane.
Like, you're asking for – so if you're going based off the theory that the money is what makes the market sharp, and I feel like it's pretty obvious that it
Price
is.
discovery, yep.
Those are – I don't know if you've ever seen how many people watch Sunday night football, but best of luck. Best of luck getting the right side of that. So.
Yeah, that's such a simple concept that it honestly cracks me up that people don't understand. Like, if you bet the same day of the game, you're not going to have value. I get it, and that's fine if you can admit to me that you're doing this for entertainment purposes only. But when you try to tell me, like I have friends that'll bet college football on Saturday morning, and they legitimately think they're going to make money. And I'm like, yeah, first 100 wagers, anything can happen. You could go 85%. But I'm telling you, you're
regression
not.
hits. Yeah.
It's not. You're not making money here. There's no value. It kind of cracks me up because most of the time I try to explain it to people and they won't even give me the time of day. But I'm like, whatever, do you?
It's what most of Twitter is. So not only have your friends not learned, but a lot of people that will buy plays haven't learned. So I've seen people with max bets and be like 15 minutes till kickoff, lock it in. I'm like, yo, there is no way.
Or even, I mean, I don't even want to go down this hole, but Bambino, like he tweets the same day, tweets the morning of, and he's got 100,000 followers.
I'm in a couple group texts with them, and I gave them hell the one day that they got that man to 100,000. I let them hear it. So that is not good for the community in general, in my opinion. But that is another fire.
But like
the
fact that there are these problems in the Twitter sphere for gambling, I think that's just all opportunity. Like, I think you're going to see more discords like ours popping up, and whether they're quality, not quality, whatever. I think people are going to slowly but surely get a little smarter, and they're going to realize that Twitter's probably not the best place to be receiving your plays.
It would be a good thing to make right about now would be like a website with just super educational sports betting stuff. That'd be a good idea, huh?
You'd be the only one out there.
Just I'm talking like top notch on top of the game. Teach everybody what they need to know.
Yeah. Well, Twitter.
Foreshadowing is weird, but yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of room in the market to grow.
Well, I mean, there's barely any like legit. Legit's probably not the right word, but any like honest, transparent, just like information you can kind of get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I 100%.
It's a pretty hard thing to come across. It's pretty easy to make a Twitter account and start posting shit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I'm trying to think of some. Corby, you'd be the one to answer this. I know you don't, associate with a ton of Twitter, and I guess, gosh, when you think about it, like the people who are going to be really, really good, those people 95% of the time aren't going to do it for free and aren't going to do it out of the kindness of their heart. So that's where it's just like logically you can't expect too much from Twitter.
Yeah, I think that Twitter is such an easy source to make this. I could go on Twitter tomorrow. My little sister could make a gambling Twitter. There's people with 3 followers that talk shit, and it's like, who are you? And so it's I don't know. It's you pick your poison. I mean, there's good people on Twitter. Don't get me wrong. Um, there's a lot of bad people on Twitter. There's a lot of people on Twitter that have clout that they shouldn't have because they're idiots. And I'm not going to call out any names, but there's a lot of them. I think just do your due diligence. Don't listen to somebody because they won one game. Don't listen to somebody because they won 2 maxes in a row. Uh, do your due diligence. Look at their long term. Do they do things that make logical sense? Like, are they going to bring a return betting a max bet the day of a game? So I don't know. I think more important than finding the right person is understanding yourself. I feel like if you can learn and understand like what it takes to be a profitable sports bettor, then you can see who is doing it right.
Mhm.
Like once you take those steps to learn like what you need to be doing, then you see somebody that's doing bullshit, and you're like, okay,
Easy to
no,
see.
yeah. And so it's whenever when you have your eyes closed, it's hard to see. But once you learn and just the most simple basic ideas, you see people on Twitter parlaying everything. You see teasers being sold. You see, I could go on and on. Once you understand the basics of sports betting and profiting and gambling, it becomes obvious who knows what they're talking about.